So there's a news. A couple of you must already be aware. If you're not aware, the official XAT key is out, and it's actually high time that we check the answers. So Unacademy has brought you this news. The official key was released earlier today, somewhere around late in the evening. So, what next should we do is the title of the session, and this is what we are going to discuss here. So, first of all, good night, everyone. I'm Siddhi Bangard. I did my MBA in HR from XLRI itself. So, it is an immense pleasure for me to actually be announcing that the official XAT key is released and, actually know who are actually going to make it to Excel Mafia. So, this is my Telegram group link and this is the Unacademy profile link. We have a couple of courses starting on 6th, 8th, and 9th January for CAT 2021. And this is the Unacademy Combat. You can win exciting prizes here by using my code SBUS. You can unlock this quiz competition. And finally, this is you can attend the session by Shivam Chandak. He's a LRDI 100 percentiler. So coming to the session today, first thing first, download the answer key. I will talk about the marking scheme. Most importantly, the college is accepting the XAT score, which is very important, and XLRI cutoff trends, and finally, what to expect and how to apply and how to prepare. So let's begin without much delay. First step, go to the XAT official website and you can view your answer key for XAT 2021. Put in your user ID and password, and you will get the XAT 2021 answer key link, and you can download it in the PDF format. It will have your answers marked. Whether your answer was right or wrong, that will be marked in the answer key based on your XAT response sheet. So it will look something like this. This is a response sheet I've taken from one of my students. So here, as you can see, they have earmarked the correct answer, your roll number, answer, whether you've answered the question or not, and what was your answer, that will be mentioned here. I have made it blank for anonymity, but this is how the answer sheet will look. If you want the response sheet, you can ask it for me. And day before yesterday, I actually discussed all these answers. So this is how the answer sheet will look. And how do you have to calculate your marks is, for each question in part A means the 75 questions of verbal and logical ability, quantitative ability, and decision making. These 75 questions comprise your part A. So for each of them, each correct answer will carry 1 mark. Wrong answer will attract 1/4 mark penalty. And finally, for all the remaining questions, the 75 questions out of which you have left unattempted, for each of the 8 questions, you will have to deduct minus zero point -1. This limit was increased after 2018. So you will have to decrease minus zero point -1 marks for all those questions that you have left unattempted. Paper 2 will carry no negative marking, and it will also not be accounted for in your final merit list. It will only be taken into consideration once you're there in the interview stage, but not for your overall percentile cutoff. It will not be taken into consideration. With that, the more important thing is the college is accepting the XAT score. So this is where the entire thing or the importance of XAT score comes into practice. It will help you plan better. If you know about your XAT scores, where you can apply the important colleges, Excel, of course, XLRI Jamshedpur, XIMB Bhuvneshwar, IMT, IRMA, MICA, and TAPMI. In fact, I was able to get admission into IMT, IRMA, and XIMB solely because I had a great XAT score. I had a XAT percentile of 97 plus. So I was already called for the HR score, but it actually helped me to get into XIMB Bhuvneshwar, IMT Ghaziabad, IRMA, and also MDI, because all of these colleges, they accept XAT scores. Right. So as you can see, the fee structure is linked here and the seats are linked here. 360 seats here. I'm talking about Excel primarily because that's the top notch college, which actually conducts your XAT scores or XAT paper also. So out of 360 seats, 180 are reserved for HRM, and there is a news that we might have some increase in seats. But because a lot more aspirants appeared for XAT this year, so the cutoff is expected to go a little higher, and the program fee is also increased since my times. It was earlier 21 lakhs, now it's 23.6 lakhs. But trust me, the ROI at XLRI is much higher than any other colleges that are under your ZAT. So you can apply for all these colleges. Even if your cutoff score for XLRI is not there, you can apply to all these remaining colleges, and they're absolutely transformational colleges. With that, the XLRI cutoff trends is something that I wanted to talk to you about, because that will actually tell you what are your chances of making it to Excel. So, as you can see, for the last 5 years, the cutoff for BM has been 95 plus. And for HR, it is usually 94 plus. The only time it was actually went beyond this level was they increased the intake for the interviews. That's in 2017 and 2018 when they actually changed the paper pattern. So this time the expected cutoff after you have taken off your scores, the expected cutoff is somewhere to be 95 percentile for BM course, which means 32 to 33 score for the BM course and 30 to 31 for HR course. Now, the scores have remained almost constant. That actually means somewhere you're able to get at least 50% marks in all the three sections that are there. And even if you get slightly lesser, say around 30-40% marks, you can still make it to the ZAT cutoff list. And these females have an additional advantage because the percentile, this 93 percentile, is actually the lower bound of this, and it is usually for female non-engineers. So female non-engineers have a higher chance of getting into Excel at 93 percentile than a normal male engineer. That's for the HR course. And for the BM course, of course, the percentile does not decrease then farther than 95%. Now, important thing when we were talking about these colleges here, for XIMB Bhubaneswar, IMT, and IRMA. So you require somewhere a ZAT percentile of around 90 to make a cut there. In fact, the percentile cutoff for SPGen, when it takes the ZAT score, SPGen also takes the ZAT score, and the cutoff percentile is approximately 93. Moving ahead, what to expect and how to prepare. So once you calculate your scores, if you're making the cut, if your score is somewhere 31, 32, 33, please be prepared to get a call from XLRI. All right. What to expect and how to prepare. So having been there as a part of the interview process, in fact, for any interview, Excel interviews are definitely very special because you are grilled a lot, and more than that, because the peer group is very strong. So, how to prepare and what to expect? First of all, mostly the panel will be comprised of a couple of teachers, some of which who will be showing a lot of interest in you, and some who will absolutely show no interest in you just to make you uncomfortable. So, Excel interviews are stress interviews for a better part of the time during which they conduct interviews. Second thing is, don't put anyone down, whether it is GD or an interview. Make sure that you let others speak and you put your points very precisely and in a very respectful manner. It is actually encouraged to do that. Unlike other GDs, which become fish market GDs, there is no need to do the same at XLRI, whether it is interview or any other process. And most importantly, on how to prepare, the key to XLRI is every person, if you get a call, every person at Excel is there to add something to the ecosystem. So, what they will be looking for is three things. First, how honest are you with yourself and with the people who are interviewing you? What additional thing can you add to the ecosystem at XLRI? If there is a class of 60, what is that which you are bringing to the table? And the most important thing, your confidence. Whatever decisions you have taken all your life, you should be able to give them a good reason for doing why you have been doing something, whether it is wrong or right. That is not on judgment. What is on judgment is, can you walk through with whatever you have decided? So these are the three most important things they will be looking for in the interviews. Once you get the calls, it is a high chance you can convert the call. Getting a call from Excel is still easy, but converting it is difficult. But there are high chances because there is also a second and first and second and third wait list when you get into Excel. So people till 94 percentile are still getting into Excel HR, and then obviously once you get there, you can make all the difference. So with that, I hope this was helpful to you. So all the best, and we'll keep you updated about on how to crack the Excel interviews or how to write the WATs of various examinations. Till then, thank you and good night.